Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Ethan Cummings, co-host Sam Collier. Guys, this is Season 2, Episode 2. I'm so sorry. First and foremost, I want to apologize for all the technical difficulties we've had, and we know there's still some static, but you should be able to hear us better now. If you have a hard time hearing us, please comment, and we'll try to fix it as we go along. But we have a very exciting and fully booked show for you guys today. We have the Letcher Central middle school players along with Coach Chad Bates here to talk to us. We're going to ask them some questions, answer it, and then later on we have our hot takes, and we're getting close to Pick'em. We got Pick'ems next week, so next week is it. But we appreciate you guys staying tuned and watching for. I know we went back and forth, so we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have a Letcher Central Cougar player here with us. See you in a second.
Let the folks at Double Quick help you start your 2022 off right. They've brought back the Bourbon Pecan Coffee for a limited time only. You can also quench your thirst with the great deals on fountain drinks they offer daily. Double Quick is your one-stop shop for everything. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can stop by one of their many storefront locations spread throughout eastern Kentucky. Stop by and let Double Quick make your day better.
Make sure to stop by Williams Optometry today. Make an appointment with their specialist, Dr. Debbie Williams or Dr. Kelly Bentley, by calling 606-633-4481 and pressing 1 for the appointment locations. Williams Optometry currently has 3 office locations. They're located in Whitesburg, Hindman, and Shelby Valley Plaza. Call Williams Optometry today. Again, at 606-633-4481 and press 1 for their locations.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Ethan Cummings, co-host Sam Collier, very special guest, Mr. Eli Hatton. Eli, thanks for being here with us. Yeah, for a second. If you're just now joining us, I do apologize for the first 2 episodes that were posted. We were going through a sound situation, which I know there's still some static, but at least now you can hear us. Just bear with us as we got our producer behind the scenes trying to fix the static to where there isn't any. But we're going to jump straight into this. Eli, I've got to ask, how did you first get interested in football? What made you want to join the team? Awesome. Eli, as a player, you play on the offensive defensive line, correct? What are some of the what is something that you enjoy the most about those positions? What are some challenges that you face? This is my favorite question. I ask every player that comes on that we get to interview. If you look at your schedule, if there's one team that you're like, they will have to take me off this, they'll have to kill me before I lose this team. What team is that?
This is Bruce Walters from Bruce Walters Kia. By now you know Kia is a great vehicle, and you know they come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So why should you buy from Bruce Walters Kia? At Bruce Walters Kia, we're going to change your oil for free for life. And what you do with that money you save is up to you. Come check out the 2022 Kia Carnival and the 2021 Kia Sorento, only at Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville. Or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
Don't let just anyone take care of your pharmaceutical needs. Call Jay's Pharmacy in Jenkins, Kentucky. Jay's Pharmacy has been a staple in the Jenkins community for many years, formerly known as Boggs Pharmacy. Jay's Pharmacy is in it for you. They'll make sure your trips to the pharmacy is easy and smooth. They'll fight the insurance companies for you and give you great prices on your medication. Call Jay's Pharmacy today in Jenkins, Kentucky. We look forward to hearing from you.
MGC Supply is your complete source for drainage and erosion control products. MGC Supply also sells services and installs Cummins generators. MGC Supply sells and delivers limestone gravel for businesses and homeowners. MGC Supply is your solution supplier and is proud to sponsor all the teams in Eastern Kentucky. 2590 U.S. Highway 23 South Pottville, Kentucky, 41501. Give them a call today at 606-433-0077. Or you can call them at 606-794-6765.
Well, Mav, we appreciate you being here with us today. Guys, when we come back, we'll have another Lester Central Middle School player here with us, one of Mav's teammates. We'll be back with you in just a moment.
This is Bruce Walters from Bruce Walters Kia. By now, you know Kia is a great vehicle, and you know they come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So why should you buy from Bruce Walters Kia? At Bruce Walters Kia, we're going to change your oil for free for life. And what you do with that money you save is up to you. Come check out the 2022 Kia Carnival and the 2021 Kia Sorento, only at Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville, or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
MGC Supply is your complete source for drainage and erosion control products. MGC Supply also sells services and installs Cummins generators. MGC Supply sells and delivers limestone gravel for businesses and homeowners. MGC Supply is your solution supplier and is proud to sponsor all the teams in Eastern Kentucky. 2590 U.S. Highway 23 South Pikeville, Kentucky, 41501. Give them a call today at 606-433-0077. Or you can call them at 606-794-6765.
Make sure to stop by Williams Optometry today. Make an appointment with their specialist, Dr. Debbie Williams or Dr. Kelly Bentley, by calling 606-633-4481 and pressing 1 for the appointment locations. Williams Optometry currently has 3 office locations. They're located in Whitesburg, Hindman, and Shelby Valley Plaza. Call Williams Optometry today. Again, at 606-633-4481 and press 1 for their locations.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Ethan Cummings, co-host Sam Collier, another special guest, Mr. Quarterback himself, Cooper Bates. Thanks for being here today with us, Cooper. We appreciate you. Cooper, as a quarterback, you start for the Lester Central Middle football team as a quarterback. What do you enjoy most about this position, and what are some challenges you face on the field? Calm under pressure. Okay. What are the most exciting parts about being a quarterback and being able to lead the team? Okay, this is one of my favorite questions. I ask your buddies this. You look at your schedule from top to bottom. Who's that one team that you have to beat, no matter what, no matter if that's the only win of the season, you got to beat this team? Who is it and why? First, you got to guess. Coach, lead the way with your question.
Let the folks at Double Quick help you start your 2022 off right. They've brought back the bourbon pecan coffee for a limited time only. You can also quench your thirst with the great deals on fountain drinks they offer daily. Double Quick is your one-stop shop for everything. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can stop by one of their many storefront locations spread throughout eastern Kentucky. Stop by and let Double Quick make your day better. Don't let just anyone take care of your pharmaceutical needs. Call Jay's Pharmacy in Jenkins, Kentucky. Jay's Pharmacy has been a staple in the Jenkins community for many years, formerly known as Boggs Pharmacy. Jay's Pharmacy is in it for you. They'll make sure your trips to the pharmacy is easy and smooth. They'll fight the insurance companies for you and give you great prices on your medication. Call Jay's Pharmacy today in Jenkins, Kentucky. We look forward to hearing from you. If you've recently had a loved one pass, bring them to Hall & Jones Funeral Home in Burgee, Kentucky. We let you grieve in peace instead of worrying about a heavy financial burden of burying a loved one. Here at Hall & Jones, we have multiple chapels that can accommodate any size family. We look forward to helping you and your family here at Hall & Jones.
Tell us how important teamwork is, and kind of give us an example of how your linemen work as a team to get the job done and protect the quarterback.
I'd say it's definitely very important, maybe one of the most important things about blocking. Because if there's one on that is blocked, the whole play is not working. It happens to loss.
Awesome. Good answer. Good answer. You also on defense you play linebacker, right? So how do linebackers, let's talk about the defensive side. How do linebackers have to work together to stop the opposing offense to score? How do you guys do that in those bases?
There's nearly every play is going to be a blitz, and the linebackers, the ones that's not blitzing, have to go back into pass coverage and pass to help the DBs a little bit. And if it's a run, you have to go up and help the line.
Awesome. All right, looking at your schedule, if you had to pick one team that is you have to win that game no matter what team is it and why?
I would probably say either Shelby Valley or the Dolphins, because they've won the conference the past 3 years.
I'm really surprised that none of y'all said Neon. I thought for sure with that crosstown rival, I've been waiting on it. Last year. Yes. Just wait and watch Hot Takes later.
Well, anyway.
Moving on to your questions.
What does a pregame look like for you coming in to the day of a game? You wake up. What's your routine leading through that day going?
You can't let school get to you, makes you tired. And I would listen to music before the game and get there a little bit early so I can get all my stuff done.
Do you need anything for the game? Anything specific? Something pregame ritual? You got anything you want to do for the game?
Not really.
Not really. All right. How do your years of playing football? Who is the team? Players? Somebody you can practice with?
I would probably say Perry County in our 5th grade year because it's the first game ever, and it's a rainy game.
More so up in college, that was sort of welcoming moment to football. Okay. I heard that for 3
great answer. Well, Morgan, we appreciate you being on the show with us today. Guys, when we come back, we'll have Coach Chad Bates. We're going to put him on the spot. We gave his players easy questions. He's got the hard ones, and he's going to answer every one we ask. Okay? We'll be back with you in just a moment.
Make sure to stop by Williams Optometry today. Make an appointment with their specialist, Dr. Debbie Williams or Dr. Kelly Bentley, by calling 606-633-4481 and pressing 1 for the appointment locations. Williams Optometry currently has 3 office locations. They're located in Whitesburg, Hindman, and Shelby Valley Plaza. Call Williams Optometry today. Again, at 606-633-4481 and press 1 for their locations.
If you've recently had a loved one pass, bring them to Hall & Jones Funeral Home in Burgee, Kentucky. We let you grieve in peace instead of worrying about a heavy financial burden of burying a loved one. Here at Hall & Jones, we have multiple chapels that can accommodate any size family. We look forward to helping you and your family here at Hall & Jones.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner, guys. We appreciate you staying with us through the technical difficulties and all. I'm your host, Ethan Cummings, co-host Sam Collier. Very special guest, head coach of the Letcher County Central Middle School Cougars, Chad Bates. Thanks for being here with us today, Coach Bates. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to dive in. We're going to go ahead and dive straight into this. Last Saturday, you guys went and competed at the EKMC 18 grid. Can you speak to how competitive you guys were and where you think you guys stand within your conference?
We looked good. I mean, I'm not going to say we was the best. We wasn't the worst. We're a middle of the road team, guys, and we get better every day. I preach 1% better every day, and we come out of that fine. We got work to do, just like anybody else at this time of the year.
Awesome. Well, can you take us through, because we coach as well, so we know it ain't just one coach that does it all. Can you speak to your staff and what kind of roles and expectations you put on your staff to try to make the team the best as possible?
I've got the best coach in the state, in my book. I've got Billy Stamper that runs the offense, and got Jamie Hatton that runs the defense, and got Andy Morrell, Will, and Kyle, Shane. I mean, we got some great coaches at Whitesburg, that played together from Whitesburg all the way through, that has made up Letcher County Central football coaching staff.
Talk a little bit about QB. Tell me about the impact he has on the team, defense, and offense. He was quarterback last year.
Yes.
Coming into this season, what do you see from him last year?
He's grown. He went from basketball. I mean, me and you've talked about this. He was probably 5'7", 5'8", and he's 6 foot now, and he's grown and he's matured a lot.
Yep.
And I'm hoping, I'm his dad. He gets it from both sides, as a coach and a dad. Bring it every day, and he's starting to show his maturity and growth.
That's a good thing to have in the players transition late strategy.
Here we go. I ain't gonna say much, but man, when you strap it on, it means business. You know, you're just not strapping it on to go out there and look pretty. It's time to play, time to get out on the field. 1% better every day. I preach it every day. And one of my great friends, he'd always say, 1% better every day. We're dedicated to a lot of our
looking at your, because every coach does this, right? Even I do it with my team. You know, you look at your team going into the season, and you get with your coach and you're like, okay, well, we're good here. You know, we still need some work here. What are some strengths and weaknesses, you know, that your team has that you'd like to see improve on that team throughout the year?
just focus on getting better every position on the field. Just bring something to practice every day, guys. You know, and our weakest point is just I've been with this well, I don't even want to go there, you know. But they get down on themselves and they're like, guys, we're better. And I preach that every day. We're better than we was 5 minutes ago.
Awesome, great answer. Guys, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we've got some more questions for Coach Bates. We're back with you in just a moment.
MGC Supply is your complete source for drainage and erosion control products. MGC Supply also sells services and installs Cummins generators. MGC Supply sells and delivers limestone gravel for businesses and homeowners. MGC Supply is your solution supplier and is proud to sponsor all the teams in Eastern Kentucky. 2590 U.S. Highway 23 South Pottville, Kentucky, 41501. Give them a call today at 606-433-0077. Or you can call them at 606-794-6765.
Make sure to stop by Williams Optometry today. Make an appointment with their specialist, Dr. Debbie Williams or Dr. Kelly Bentley, by calling 606-633-4481 and pressing 1 for the appointment locations. Williams Optometry currently has 3 office locations. They're located in Whitesburg, Hindman, and Shelby Valley Plaza. Call Williams Optometry today. Again, at 606-633-4481 and press 1 for their locations.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. Guys, if you're just now joining us, and I swear, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, and I just want to apologize, everybody. If you're just now joining us, there is some static in there is some static in the sound, but we are trying. We're still working to get rid of it. Our producer's been working this whole time, but at least now you can hear us. We're still here with Coach Bates. Coach, once again, I appreciate you being on here with us today.
Thank you for having us.
I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. Now, you guys open your season with a very tough Breathitt County Bobcats. How do you and your staff plan to approach this game, and what does your team have to do to open their year up with a win?
To be really honest with you, we know nothing about it. You know, it was a game that the coach called up, and we had an open date, and it was like, yeah, and I was like, y'all care to come to us? Sure, we'll come. I've not seen no 7-on-7, no pictures of them on Facebook or nothing. So
You don't know how
this is,
yeah.
this is
the game is when you find out how it is.
7 o'clock Tuesday night. we won't find out.
Well, we might end up having to make an appearance.
Hey, come on down.
Well, speaking of that, without taking them out of the picture, what does your team have to do to ensure that they win at home for those who are going to
Like I said, they got to believe in us. We're a good, solid group of 8th graders. I've got some of these guys that's been with me since day one of the 5th grade year, and then I've got some that big Gavin Adams. I don't know if y'all ever seen him. Y'all might have seen him coaching
basketball?
him and his brother. I mean,
And all about
yes,
huge.
and they've come on and started playing football. Gavin, and Chance Adams. Oh yes, he's 7th grader and Gavin's 8th grader. Yes, they're physical and they're ready to get after it. I'd like to talk about a few of my 7th graders. But all right,
Go for it. You got the microphone right now. It's all you.
Listen, I've got I've got you had him on just a second ago. Morgan Reynolds, brother Will, 7th graders. Magnus, Noreen, Craig. I mean, this team as a whole, if you look down a roster, we look great, but they've got to get the confidence in themselves and bring it as a team. We'll do good.
Well, speaking of Trigg, you already spoke about him just a little bit, but can you talk about Trigg as a player? Like, what's his work ethic like, and what does he mean to this team? What's his impact?
He comes to practice every day, gives you 100%. He, had a bad injury last year that he did his 6th grade year. He's rehab and came back from that and done really well. He's going to be a big asset to the team. I come from a coaching tree of, Matt Chandler and William Wright, Mike Open, Mike Whitaker, and Ginger Matthews. A little of everything, I've been blessed, been coached by some of the great ones, and got to coach with some of the great guys. So, one thing, you never show your cards.
So, I'm trying to get stuff out of it. I like how you hold it together.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some more players. That's an interview that I had. Matt Chandler, what is some of the improvements that you've seen since the first day they were doing that? Speak on them a little bit. Tell me how they're going to impact this team.
Morgan came to me, a young kid from up in Kentucky, and he's a smart man. Played up there 1 year of his senior career, and he's been a big asset through the last couple of years. And Eli was one of the first followers, and he's been right beside me since day one. And Matt Chandler, what can you say? He's progressed every year that they've coached him, and bragging a little bit on him right now. He went through summer camp that we had up at LCC. I put Matt up against him. He's part of the line.
Got dedication.
Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, we've been together since day one. Yeah. Right.
Did we get early?
it's all up to them. Hey, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go 10-0.
Yeah.
If the boys are ready to go 10-0, we're gonna go 10-0.
That's right.
But
It'd be nice to see you.
yes. But I'm very proud. Got good kids. It's one thing every day. They come in, work hard. At the end of the day, pray. It's always part of it.
Well, also good to see you guys in action right here in Jenkins at the end of the month. We'll face Martin County. Martin County Cardinals here for John Brown Bowl first. How you feel about that game?
You called me up and asked me to come play them. I don't know nothing about them either.
Hopefully by then you'll find something out about it.
I was like, hey, you gonna tell me anything about them? Or just
No, I just need you to show up.
No, but rich in the history of football. I mean, I can go back to the good old days of when I played Chuck Clark. They've always been great football players.
Awesome. Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming on the show today, and hopefully we can have you guys back on in the near future. Guys, when we come back, we'll dive into hot takes, and you won't want to miss it. I promise you. We'll have good.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Make sure to stop by Williams Optometry today. Make an appointment with their specialist, Dr. Debbie Williams or Dr. Kelly Bentley, by calling 606-633-4481 and pressing 1 for the appointment locations. Williams Optometry currently has 3 office locations. They're located in Whitesburg, Hindman, and Shelby Valley Plaza. Call Williams Optometry today. Again, at 606-633-4481 and press 1 for their locations.
Let the folks at Double Quick help you start your 2022 off right. They've brought back the Bourbon Pecan Coffee for a limited time only. You can also quench your thirst with the great deals on fountain drinks they offer daily. Double Quick is your one-stop shop for everything. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can stop by one of their many storefront locations spread throughout eastern Kentucky. Stop by and let Double Quick make your day better.
MGC Supply is your complete source for drainage and erosion control products. MGC Supply also sells services and installs Cummins generators. MGC Supply sells and delivers limestone gravel for businesses and homeowners. MGC Supply is your solution supplier and is proud to sponsor all the teams in Eastern Kentucky. 2590 U.S. Highway 23 South Pike.
Let the folks at Double Quick help you start your 2022 off right. They've brought back the Bourbon Pecan Coffee for a limited time only. You can also quench your thirst with the great deals on fountain drinks they offer daily. Double Quick is your one-stop shop for everything. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. you can stop by one of their many storefront locations spread throughout eastern Kentucky. Stop by and let Double Quick make your day better.
This is Bruce Walters from Bruce Walters Kia. By now, you know Kia is a great vehicle, and you know they come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So why should you buy from Bruce Walters Kia? At Bruce Walters Kia, we're going to change your oil for free for life. And what you do with that money you save is up to you. Come check out the 2022 Kia Carnival and the 2021 Kia Sorento, only at Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville. Or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
MGC Supply is your complete source for drainage and erosion control products. MGC Supply also sells services and installs Cummins generators. MGC Supply sells and delivers limestone gravel for businesses and homeowners. MGC Supply is your solution supplier and is proud to sponsor all the teams in Eastern Kentucky. 2590 U.S. Highway 23 South Pottville, Kentucky, 41501. Give them a call today at 606-433-0077. Or you can call them at 606-794-6765.
Make sure to stop by Williams Optometry today. Make an appointment with their specialist, Dr. Debbie Williams or Dr. Kelly Bentley, by calling 606-633-4481 and pressing 1 for the appointment locations. Williams Optometry currently has 3 office locations. They're located in Whitesburg, Hindman, and Shelby Valley Plaza. Call Williams Optometry today. Again, at 606-633-4481 and press 1 for their locations.
This is Bruce Walters from Bruce Walters Kia. By now, you know Kia is a great vehicle, and you know they come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So why should you buy from Bruce Walters Kia? At Bruce Walters Kia, we're going to change your oil for free for life. And what you do with that money you save is up to you. Come check out the 2022 Kia Carnival and the 2021 Kia Sorento, only at Bruce Walters Kia in Pikeville. Or shop us online at brucewalterskia.com.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Ethan Cummings, co-host Sam Collier, co-host Big E. Guys, once again, before we dive into the hot takes, we are sorry that we have had so many technical difficulties. This is just episode 2 of season 2, and we are trying to figure it out. But hopefully we can get the static and everything fixed by next week. We're still working on it back there, and it's got a little bit better, but we're trying to get rid of it, period. But I'm just glad that you guys at home can hear us now. And if you have a hard time hearing us, please comment in the section below, in the comment section, and let us know, because we are trying to fix it, so any input will help. So, guys, the way we're doing it this week is we still don't have pick'ems, right? We don't have pick'ems till next week. We have split up hot takes into 3 different segments. We have college hot takes, then pro hot takes, then high school hot takes to wrap things up for us. So let's go ahead and dive into that. We got college up first, guys. Okay, 6 ACC schools, 9 SEC schools are in the college top 25. Okay, But Kentucky nor Louisville, either one is on the list. Should either or both of these schools be in the preseason top 25?
I will say, just off of last season, I would say Louisville definitely deserves to be in top 25. Now, Kentucky, I think they're going to have to earn that. Obviously, they play in the toughest conference that there is. But there are a lot of good SEC schools, and especially with the way that recruiting has went this offseason, I'm not mad at Kentucky not being in there because, hey, it just gives them a chance to fight for something. It gives them a chance to prove, hey, we are a top 25 team. And I see Kentucky eventually breaking into that and maybe even getting as close to 16 or 17, I think that Kentucky is a very good team this year, and I'm ready to see what happens.
I don't think either of the schools is worthy. I don't. Last year Louisville was good, but like I keep saying, the conference wasn't tough. I don't think their schedule was that tough. So coming in this year, I don't think that neither one of them deserve it. I think both of them will make it in there eventually. Mm-hmm. But right now for preseason, no, I don't think they deserve it.
Well, I have to disagree with you, Big E. I think that obviously, 6 of the ACC schools, in which 5 of the 6 that are in the top 25 are on Louisville's schedule. So if those 6 teams and those 5 teams are as weak as what everybody says, then why are they in the top 25 when Louisville finished higher than all 6 teams last year? No, it ain't your turn yet.
I know
Louisville
that.
finished higher in the rankings.
But what did I just say? Recruiting and transfer portal is the reason why these teams have those rankings.
Okay, then you can't argue that either because Louisville had the second best transfer portal class in the nation. The only school this year, right now, search it up on Google. The only school that is ranked higher in transfer portal rankings is Colorado. It goes Colorado, then Louisville. Now, high school recruitment, Louisville's like 32nd, 31st,
that's why
something
these other
like that.
teams are.
But that shouldn't matter. High school recruitment, 9 times. Okay, 5 stars may matter, but those 5 stars ain't going to see the field. A 4-star or 3-star transfer has a better chance of seeing the field than a 5-star freshman.
I have to disagree.
You've lost your mind.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
What's
you
your
have.
take?
I still think that Louisville shouldn't be in there just because you're looking off of last season. Okay, they had a good season last year, but if these go off of last season, these aren't going off of transfers or anything like that. They're going off of last season. They think, is this team going to be better from last season? Is this team going to take a jump?
It's predictions, honestly.
Yeah, it's nothing about transfers or nothing like that. Yeah. Y'all had an easy schedule last year, and you're in an easy conference. They say that 6 teams are better than Louisville right now. Y'all have to prove that you ain't.
We already had to prove that last year. They ranked us last in the conference, and then we beat everybody. I can't remember. We lost to somebody that we shouldn't have lost
Kentucky.
to in the rain. No, it was before the Kentucky game in the conference. I think it was Boston College that we lost to in the rain because Jack Plummer got hurt in the first quarter, and then we just couldn't pass the ball after that. But no, you're right. But we still, this year our schedule actually strengthens. We go back to playing Clemson. We go back to we still got to go to Notre Dame and play this year, and I think we have Florida State, but it's at home. So the top 3 teams in our conference, we have to play them.
Right.
Last year we got lucky; we didn't have to play Clemson. No, we did. We played Clemson. We beat Clemson. We didn't have to play Florida State.
Right. That was the best thing in the conference.
But this year we had, which honestly, had we could have been able to score a touchdown, we probably would have beat them.
Yeah.
And the final score to that game was like.
It was the worst college football game.
It was a defensive game. It was a defensive game.
It was the most
fans like offense.
It was the most boring football game that I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
I fell asleep.
We got to move on, okay? So, moving on, FIU just closed a big deal with Pitbull. I don't know if you guys seen this, for $1.2 million per year over the next 5 years to rename their stadium the Pitbull Stadium.
That's good.
Okay.
I like it.
So, here's my question. What's your thoughts on that?
What are my thoughts on Pitbull Stadium?
On Pitbull Stadium.
Hey, man.
That's, broke news this week.
You know what? Why not? Listen, the man, he resides in Miami. Whenever you look up Pitbull on Google, it doesn't show the dog. It shows him. It shows him first. So why not? That gives you publicity. Do it. And it's money in their pocket, which obviously is not a lot. considering that it is a, you know, a
Man, it's
D1
still
college.
like
I wonder how much it cost him to change the mascot to a pit bull.
Hey, listen, he might be able to up his ante on them, and you never know what could happen down there at FIU.
Big E, what's your thoughts on the pit bull stadium and the deal?
I mean, I guess it's a good deal. I think we could have went with a better question, to be honest with you. I don't really know. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, if you got the money, do it.
I think it's a waste of money. I think that here's the
him,
thing:
yeah.
it wouldn't be a waste of money if you were paying it for it to be permanent. But I mean, you're paying it over the next 5 years, right? So what happens if you don't like repay?
Is that not
You
what
don't-
it means? Is he
It-
pays it
it
over
is.
the next 5 years, and then it will be changed?
Yeah,
It's not it right now, but over the next 5 years, he's going to be paying a payment like if it was like a house payment or a car payment. Eventually,
That's
it will
not.
be.
No,
made.
that's not the way it broke.
Really.
It broke because they're renaming it.
Yeah, it's renamed Pit Bull, but
Pit
once
Bull.
he pays it, I'm sure
So
it's good.
he's only paying it over the next 5 years. That was the contract. So the stadium will be renamed Pit Bull for the next 5 years.
And then after that, it's up for
I mean,
grabs
unless he
again.
wants to renew the contract, unless I misread it. That's what I gathered from it.
I don't know. Next question.
Next question. Can Kirby Smart catch Nick Saban and become the greatest coach in college football history by the end of his career?
No. Let's just go ahead and say that right now. No. I don't think so. Me personally, that's just my opinion. Will he get more wins and more titles? Maybe. I mean, he is at the best college football school in the nation right now for the past 5 years, yes. But still, no. Nobody is the GOAT over Nick Saban when it comes to college football. I'm sorry.
So he's uncatchable.
Yes.
I think he can. I mean, but you know, it's opinion based. So
Exactly.
it's just like LeBron and Michael Jordan. The older people think Michael Jordan's better because they've watched him play.
Because he was
in
the
his prime.
first. It's
Right,
not that he was
the
better,
first.
it's that he's the first.
Right. So Nick Saban is the first coach that's ever been, you know, well, besides Bear Bryant. I mean, Bear Bryant was obviously a legend. But Nick Saban, I mean, he's been the guy for the last 20 plus years.
Yep.
So, you know, Kirby Smart can do it, but in our opinion, it's always going to be Nick Saban unless you have different thoughts.
For me, you know, I think I'm not saying Nick Saban's not the GOAT. I think he is. I think he's the greatest college football coach in history as of right now. But do I think Kirby Smart can catch him? I don't know. I don't know that he can. I think he's got a really good team, but I think years
Yes
like,
or no question.
I think that
And
years,
I don't know.
I think that years in the past, I don't think he's there now.
No, he's not.
I don't think that he will, but I also don't think that Nick Saban's not catchable. You know what I mean? I think that everybody is catchable.
You say that goats are meant to be uncatchable, but they're not.
They're not.
You know, people are always going to be surpassed.
And here's the
whatever it is.
thing, right, is that
It's always gonna
everybody who like sticks and says like Nick Saban ain't catchable, it's because he done it first.
Yeah.
It's because Michael Jordan done it first. It's because Tiger Woods done it first. You see what I'm saying? Like they done it first.
What's
so if
crazy
you
though is
witnessed
everything's
it,
evolving. You know,
Yeah,
there's always
if you
something that
witness-
happens each year that makes the game better. You know.
if you witness them do it first, then nothing's ever going to change your mind. I could argue and give you facts upon facts upon facts about a situation, and then you're still going to say, well, no, he's just better. Well, no, I mean, statistically, I just proven he wasn't. But, you know, people don't look at that. They're like, I seen him do it first, he's better. So that's where it gets, you know, a little bit tricky. Any more thoughts on that real quick?
No.
I'm ready for the next question.
All right, guys, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have pro football hot takes for you, and then later on we'll have high school hot takes. You're not going to want to miss it. Be back with you in just a moment.
Make sure to stop by Williams Optometry today. Make an appointment with their specialist, Dr. Debbie Williams or Dr. Kelly Bentley, by calling 606-633-4481 and pressing 1 for the appointment locations. Williams Optometry currently has 3 office locations. They're located in Whitesburg, Hindman, and Shelby Valley Plaza. Call Williams Optometry today. Again, at 606-633-4481 and press 1 for their locations.
Don't let just anyone take care of your pharmaceutical needs. Call Jay's Pharmacy in Jenkins, Kentucky. Jay's Pharmacy has been a staple in the Jenkins community for many years, formerly known as Boggs Pharmacy. Jay's Pharmacy is in it for you. They'll make sure your trips to the pharmacy is easy and smooth. They'll fight the insurance companies for you and give you great prices on your medication. Call Jay's Pharmacy today in Jenkins, Kentucky. We look forward to hearing from you.
MGC Supply is your complete source for drainage and erosion control products. MGC Supply also sells services and installs Cummins generators. MGC Supply sells and delivers limestone gravel for businesses and homeowners. MGC Supply is your solution supplier and is proud to sponsor all the teams in Eastern Kentucky. 2590 U.S. Highway 23 South Pottville, Kentucky, 41501. Give them a call today at 606-433-0077. Or you can call them at 606-794-6765.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Ethan Cummings, co-host Sam Collier, co-host Big E. Guys, I appreciate you sticking with us once again. I've said this before every segment. I'm going to continue to say it. We're so sorry for the technical difficulties. We're so glad that you can hear us, but we know there's some static, and we appreciate all of you that have stuck with us. So, guys, let's dive on into our pro hot takes for the evening. Okay, former University of Michigan head coach and current Chargers head coach Jim Harbaugh states that this is his motto: never lie, never cheat, never steal. He says, I was raised with that lesson. I have raised my family on that. I have preached that lesson to the teams that I have coached. No one is perfect. If you stumble, you apologize. I did not participate, was not aware nor complex in those said allegations. So for me, it is back to work. What do you all think about this whole situation and how it's drug out this long?
I don't think much of it. I mean, this is one of those scandals that multiple teams have went through in the past in college football. They like to do it whenever a team wins. I mean, let's just be honest. Every time a team wins, it's all of a sudden there's all these allegations, all this stuff happened back when the season started or beforehand, and they try to get them stripped of a title. I'm just like Jim Harbaugh is. I'm tired of hearing it. Let's just congratulate Michigan on their college football title and move on from the situation. I mean, he left Michigan as a winner. He left them in good hands. He's over at the Chargers now. Let the man do what he's got to do to get prepared for this season.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's dumb that it's still going on. Like, he's in the NFL. He's not in the college game anymore. Let it go. If you're going to do something about it, do it. Don't let it drag out.
I think, I agree. It should have already been taken care of and been not even discussed at this point, especially with him not even being a college football coach anymore. Exactly. But on the same sense, I mean, if he did do it, and then there's, these statements that are being made to the point that he didn't do it, it's all in what's proven. I just think I'm with you guys. I think it should have already been proven and dealt with by now.
If something was to
they're
come
just trying
up,
to find something.
They're digging deep, man.
Yeah,
they're digging deep for nothing.
I agree. Okay, I'm going to move on to this next question because I feel like these two are going to take up an hour of your time talking about it. Okay, the Patriots and Browns have made offers for Brandon Ayuk. Where would he fit best in the 2024 season?
All right, so the The Steelers have also been in trade talks.
They have, but they haven't made an official offer.
They have made offers, and every time they make an offer, the 49ers want to decline it because we don't add George Pickens or our linebacker, Alex Highsmith.
No, they want Pat Freiermuth as well.
They want Pat Freiermuth to tight end as well. But those are the three players that they're trying to get from us, and we've got the con artist over there at the Steelers. You know, we're not going to give up we're not going to give up our key players for somebody as a wide receiver 2 in Brandon Ayuk right now. Which obviously Brandon Ayuk can come over to the Steelers and be our wide receiver 1, but he's still wide receiver 2 at 49ers, and we're not going to give that up. But anyways, I see Brandon Ayuk in neither one of those jerseys in the Patriots or the Browns. The Patriots offered the man $32 million a year, and he said no. And he is the one that is behind all this. He asked for the trade, and he primarily, honestly, gets to choose where he goes.
He does.
And from what I've understood, from what I've seen in articles, he doesn't want to be nowhere else but Pittsburgh. That's where he wants to be. He thinks that he can go over there with Mike Tomlin and a great coach, probably the best coach in the league, and take him under his wing and go and win a Super Bowl. He thinks that the Steelers could be great contenders going over there. We've got 2 good quarterbacks. You know, if we don't work out with Russell Wilson, hey, we've got somebody for our future in Justin Fields, and I think Brandon Ayuk is seeing that. So if he's not in a Steelers uniform this season, I don't see him leaving the 49ers until next year.
Big E?
Yeah, like Sam said, he will not be on neither of these teams. These are two programs right here, 2 franchises that just aren't going anywhere. You know, the Browns has been as bad as they're going to be. The Pats, you know, they ain't got Tom Brady, Belichick anymore. So he's not going to be there. You know, he's going to be in Pittsburgh. The time is going to come where they're going to accept a trade, or he's not going to be on the field. I don't think he will go and play for the 49ers and not get a max contract. Now, and say he might, but I think it's either the Steelers or he's sitting out. So here soon, before the season, you will see him in black and gold.
Well, I disagree with both of you for two different reasons. For one, I don't think that he has the primary choice on where he goes, because for one, he don't have a no trade clause in his contract, so it's not like he's waiving
he can decline a trade.
He can decline to play for the team once he's traded, but he cannot decline a trade because he doesn't have a no trade clause in his contract. He doesn't have one.
No,
so they can trade him anywhere. No, he can't. He can't. He don't have a no trade clause in his contract.
Decline the trade from
Sam,
the Browns.
tell me I'm wrong. He don't have a no. They can trade him wherever. Now, whether he chooses to play or not is a question.
They cannot trade him to a place he does not want to go to. It is his decision.
He declined.
They may let him have
It's
a decision.
different from basketball, Ethan. It's not like Damian Lillard when he said he wanted to go nowhere but Miami and ended up at the Bucks. They can do whatever they want with that. It's different. It's different in football. If it boils
down to he has a better
says
chance.
He wants to go there instead of there. Where does he end up? Where does he end up when he says he wants to go here instead of here?
The other place he don't want to go.
In football?
But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. Honestly, where he would fit the best is the Browns with Deshaun Watson. The Browns and the 49ers. The 49ers.
That is the craziest wild take.
The 49ers would get
Deshaun Watson.
The 49ers would get the most out of the Browns if
they didn't offer them Amari Cooper.
I know that's what I'm saying. They would get the most from the Browns compared to Steelers or the Patriots.
The Browns are crazy for wanting to get rid of
Here's that
Amari
logic,
Cooper.
though. If they offer you Amari Cooper and some picks, why would you not take that? Because Brandon Ayuk said, no, I'm not accepting that.
They don't want to go to the
They
Browns.
don't want to go to the Browns.
Deshaun Watson is literally, he's not even a top 20
Here's the thing. Here's what I did. He's not a
top 20 quarterback in the league.
He will get back. He will get back to form. You know he was good whenever he was at the
Texans when he had freaking. Who do you have on his team, Ethan? He had Andre Johnson, a Hall of Famer. He has D-Hop. Okay, he has a freaking squad over there at the Texans when he plays there. Look at him now. He's got the same team in the Browns. They've got good offensive playmakers, and he can't do jack with them.
Well,
he's not who he used to be.
Here's what I disagreed with you about.
Okay,
is you saying Mike Tomlin's the best coach in the NFL?
Who is?
He's not. I can name at least 3 other coaches that's
Name them.
Okay, I will. John Harbaugh.
No.
Yeah.
We beat him.
John Harbaugh is a better coach.
No, we
How
beat
many
him year
okay,
in, year
here's going to
out.
be your all's argument.
We own the Ravens year in, year out.
How many games has the Ravens beat the Steelers in the past 5 years?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. How many? Listen, I know what y'all gonna say. Mike Tomlin's never had a losing record, but how many of those records have been barely 500?
How many times?
Barely 500.
How many times have you said that the Ravens, it was their year to go to the Super Bowl, and they get beat out every single year because Lamar Jackson doesn't know how to win a playoff game?
We're not talking about Lamar Jackson. We're talking about
Jim
Mike
Harbaugh.
Tomlin.
Okay,
Jim
we beat
Harbaugh
John.
is their coach. He doesn't know how to get
No, it's
past.
John.
Or John.
We beat
Yes.
John. We beat him every year in and year out when y'all are supposed to have the better team. He's not a better coach because Mike Tomlin owns him. He cannot.
I
beat
think
Mike
Kyle
Tomlin.
Shanahan's a better coach than he is.
Better-
I think Sean
better
McVay's a
off-
better coach than he is.
Better offensive
Sean
coach.
McVay.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Look at the year he had the Super Bowl team. He had Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald,
Okay.
Von Miller, Jalen Ramsey. I mean, if you
They had
have
a super squad.
if you have a team like that,
When's the
Sam would
last
go
time the
coach.
Steelers were relevant?
Every year they're
No,
relevant.
not. They're
Every year they're relevant.
Okay, we got to move on. We still got another. Okay.
Wow.
Cardinals head coach Jonathan
You
Gannon
probably think he's better than Mike
Announced-
Tomlin too, don't you?
He's getting there. Announced on Tuesday evening that Kyler Murray will take no snaps during the preseason. What does this mean for Kyler Murray, and what can we expect from
It
him this
means
season?
that he's injury prone, and they don't want to lose their quarterback in the preseason again. They didn't have him last year because of an ACL tear, and he ended up missing 10 weeks because he was actually recovering.
Yeah,
through
but
the
you would
offseason.
think that you'd want him to get warmed up.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's bad. I'm saying it's bad.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing. I don't like it. Kyler Murray needs to still get reps in. I don't care what anybody has to say about that. He needs reps to show that he can still play in the NFL. Right now, I don't consider Kyler Murray a top 15 quarterback in the league. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he has the height. The only thing he can do is run. Honestly, he cannot throw the deep route. He's got to prove himself this year. This is the make it or break it year for Kyler Murray, or I think the Arizona Cardinals end up looking for their next quarterback.
Yeah, this is scary for the Cardinals. You obviously want, Kyler to play, which I understand. You don't want to get him hurt, but you got to see how he's playing. And the Cardinals. If I'm the Cardinals, I'm going and I'm signing Ryan Tannehill just in case Kyler Murray gets hurt, because you've got to have a backup. So if you're already worried and you don't want to play him, then you need to go ahead and make sure you got somebody else ready to play if he does go down during the season.
I think the worst
Well,
thing they
let's
could have
be
done was
honest.
got
I
rid of Josh
mean,
Dobbs.
yeah, I would rather have. That's what I was about to say. I'd rather have a backup than have Ryan Tannehill. I mean, he rode Derrick Henry's coattails for the past 3 or 4 years. I mean, the guy's not a good quarterback. He wasn't a good quarterback in Miami. He's not a good quarterback now.
I mean, I ain't saying he ain't, but he can be a quarterback too that can win. He can win you 2 or 3 games.
Well, here's my take on it, right, is I think that the reason Kyler Murray, I think that he is injury prone, but I think he's still injured.
Really?
I don't even think we'll see him week 1. They just ain't announced it yet. They're hoping. But, I mean, explain to me why else you wouldn't want a guy that's coming off an ACL to take at least a few snaps, not even a full game, a few snaps.
I would
in
play
the
him
preseason.
the first quarter or something.
Yeah.
At his age, Aaron Rodgers, obviously, he don't need to play in the preseason.
No.
He's 40-year-old. So at his age,
Well,
he should
Aaron
that's
Rodgers
one of the
coming
top-
off of an injury needs to play in the preseason. to get
no,
warmed up for the season.
he's going to be the same passer.
Aaron Rodgers was ready to play last year. They just wouldn't let him.
Yeah.
That's a veteran quarterback. That is somebody that can still get the Jets 10
Well,
wins.
we're not talking about him. Guys, moving on, we will have high school hot takes, and that'll wrap us up for this evening. We appreciate you staying with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
If you've recently had a loved one pass, bring them to Hall & Jones Funeral Home in Virgie, Kentucky. We let you grieve in peace instead of worrying about a heavy financial burden of burying a loved one. Here at Hall & Jones, we have multiple chapels that can accommodate any size family. We look forward to helping you and your family here at Hall & Jones.
Make sure to stop by Williams Optometry today. Make an appointment with their specialist, Dr. Debbie Williams or Dr. Kelly Bentley, by calling 606-633-4481 and pressing 1 for the appointment locations. Williams Optometry currently has 3 office locations. They're located in Whitesburg, Hindman, and Shelby Valley Plaza. Call Williams Optometry today. Again, at 606-633-4481 and press 1 for their locations.
MGC Supply is your complete source for drainage and erosion control products. MGC Supply also sells services and installs Cummins generators. MGC Supply sells and delivers limestone gravel for businesses and homeowners. MGC Supply is your solution supplier and is proud to sponsor all the teams in Eastern Kentucky. 2590 U.S. Highway 23 South Pottville, Kentucky, 41501. Give them a call today at 606-433-0077. Or you can call them at 606-794-6765.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Ethan Cummings, co-host Sam Collier, co-host Big E. Guys, we're into hot takes, okay? High school hot takes. Yeah. We talk about our high school athletes and try to give shouts outs and do some. I mean, these hot takes do get hard because we want to see all mountain athletes succeed, but everybody has their opinion. So, before we dive into football, let's talk. We had earlier today, D&D Sports Network released that Floyd Central's Ethan Lance, forward, on the basketball side, has reportedly transferred to play for Coach Howard and the Betsy Lane Bobcats. Now, give you a little background, Ethan Lance, he played last season. He appeared in 8 varsity games. He averaged 1 point and 1 rebound. He's a young player. So how does this help Coach Howard and the Bobcats, make it to Rupp?
They get a young forward / center. I'm not sure about the height on Ethan Lance. I know he's around the 6'2" range. I don't want to sit here and tell you what his exact height is. I don't know, but I know he's taller. He's more so on Evan's height, but I think it's a good thing for Betsy Lane. They bring in a young player, somebody they can mold into a starter to varsity. He's still got a couple years left. It's going to be his junior season, right?
Yeah.
This is his junior season.
He's already eligible too.
Yeah, he got eligible Friday.
Yeah.
I seen the post as well. Yeah, I think it's a good thing for Betsy Lane. It's always good to welcome in younger players to come in and learn under these varsity players and get some good minutes in. I'm sure he didn't transfer over there for no reason.
Yeah.
Going off your stats, I don't know how much he'll help, what his role will be, if he was starting, coming off the bench, but I'm sure if Sam's, if he's a good-sized kid, he's going to come in and help him make a run, go to Rupp. That's big. You still,
I don't know.
They're in the 15s. You still got to go to Pike Central. You got to play Pikeville.
A lot of Pikeville teams, they'd have to make it through.
Yeah. There's only one Pikeville team, but there's a lot of Pike County teams.
Same difference.
But yeah,
Pike County.
Go ahead.
I think it's a good move for him. Obviously, you look at his stat line; he didn't get very much playing time at Floyd Central. I feel like Betsy Lane is going to really allow him to open up and get a lot more minutes. And nobody really knows who's going to Rupp, but that's everybody's go. So, if he can help them, if obviously he's a piece they added, they feel like that they can help with their offense and defensive schemes. So, I mean, congrats on getting eligible on Friday, and we wish you nothing but the best here for coaches.
Absolutely, man.
All right, back to football. Switching gears back. Prestonsburg back in the spring has hired new young head coach Wes Haggard, Coach Haggard was with Martin County Middle School, was in Martin County for a long time, and is finally taking over his first high school program. And he's really energetic. If you watch his interviews, I watched the interview he did with Mountaintop Sports, and he was really energetic and really hyped about the season. He talked about how they beat East Carter in a scrimmage and how well the guys looked. I don't know if you've seen a video that D&D had posted, but they posted the first touchdown play that they got under Coach Haggard, and it was a run into the end zone. And you can tell he's young and ready and hungry to win. But Prestonsburg is a team that's not had football success in a while. And they're coming off of a season where they went 5-6 last year. So, in your all's opinion, do you think Coach Haggard can bring the Black Cats back to being a 500 team this season?
Well, if he does, it's not going to take much because they only lost one game compared to 5. So if they win one and lose one, or they win one instead of losing one, I mean they are a 500 team. So it seems to me like they're already there. It's actually, I would like for the question to be more so, can he make them erase all these bad seasons and bring back a culture to Prestonsburg that used to be back in the day and get them back on winning track? Not a 500 team, but actually winning seasons. Who knows, I mean, Martin County has been a good middle school team.
Yeah.
It's been a good middle school team for the past few years.
He had a lot of success over at Martin County.
Obviously, middle school is different from high school.
Yeah,
sure.
It's very different ball game, but who knows? I mean, he's young. It's maybe a year where he learns something, the same as the players, and he learns from that and works on the mistake next year. Or it could be one of those young coaching prodigies that come in and it's like, hey, we're gonna.
Yeah, but the question was, which was it?
Which was it? I mean, which one?
Which one will it be?
I want to say that honestly, it's his first year coming in. They'll probably have a season like last year, starting out, just because it's under new reins. It's something that they're not used to, and it's going to take time to build a program. It always does. So I wish him nothing but the best is what I'll say.
Big E?
I'm happy for the guy. Being a young head coach is hard. You usually don't get this opportunity at that age to coach a high school team. Coming in first year, you can't expect high. You can't have high hopes. Obviously, anybody's first year. I don't care how old you are. You come in with a team that just had a losing record. You're not going to flip that switch in 1 year. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
So they probably will have around the same year as they did last year, but I do expect to see more in the future. I do expect them to start being that old Prestonsburg team that you used to see back in the day.
Yeah, I think that in my opinion, I think that Coach Haggard's going to be great for the program down the line. I think he has a very bright future, and he can, with the energy he has and everything that you could just tell watching that interview when I watched it that he's very excited and wants to bring life back to the program. So I think down the line, Prestonsburg, we're going to eventually see Prestonsburg get back to where we once seen them before. But now I will say that I agree with you guys. I could see them having a season like they had last year, but I do think there's potential if you look at their schedule to see, especially with them already knocking off East Carter, a team that they play in the regular season. I think there's potential for them to flip that and say 6-5 on the year,
right? That's
and get that 500 record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do see that. Moving on, legendary Mike Holcomb has come back to the sideline for the Breathitt County Bobcats.
That's where he started?
Where everything started.
Wow, man.
How much does this help the Bobcats this season as they look to go back to the top of 2A?
That right there alone brings back a winning culture no matter what. Mike Holcomb is one of the most legendary football minds out of the mountains around here. And that's going to get a lot of kids out, first off. It's all about who coaches a team nowadays. It's about who kids want to play for as a coach. It's not about the school anymore. It's about who coaches at that school. And that right there alone, I mean, wow, that's a great pickup for Breathitt, 100%.
Yeah, answer the question though. How much does this help? In
It helps him a lot.
Yeah, he said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I was telling that.
Moving on.
All right. Yeah, I mean, this is obviously a huge help. Mike Holcomb, like Sam said, he's one of the greatest in the mountains to ever do it.
Yeah.
You know, for Breathitt though, it's going to be hard because Breathitt they lost some kids last year. They lost their quarterback. They lost one of their O-linemen. He went to Perry. And Sperry, you know, you don't know if Sperry's going to play or not. You know, he's a big time basketball player and he's one of the best athletes. So if he doesn't play, it's going to be hard. But you know, him coming back is obviously they're going to be good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who they got; they're going to be good because he can coach. He don't need talent. He can coach any kid.
Yeah. Well, you know, he isn't the head coach, so he isn't making the final decision. But I would say that his voice goes a long way in the locker room.
Oh yeah.
And that's another question, you know, that was brought up too before I answer the question is who's going to be Breathitt's quarterback? Like nothing's been announced, nothing's been said. I seen that all over Bluegrass Rivals this past week. It's like who's going to be their quarterback? Nobody knows. But with this being said, any coaching staff that Coach Holcomb's on is going to be successful. Now, can they get back to the top of 2A?
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But I do think that they'll have a very successful season, and I think they have potential to make a postseason run. You know, they definitely might be a sleeper team. So, guys, moving on, we've got two more hot takes. We're going to try to move through these quick. Can Belfry make it back to Kroger this season?
Why couldn't they? I mean, honestly, why couldn't they? They're always a good team. They're always competitive. Yeah, I think they can make it back to Kroger Field this year.
Will they?
Do I look like somebody that knows the future? No. All I'm saying is I think they can. Will they is up to them.
They always have a chance to make it with Philip Hayward as the coach.
Yeah.
They lost a lot. They lost the Crum kid last year, which was an outstanding athlete. That does mean something because you know when you lose a guy like that, or when they lost Isaac Dixon, it really sets you back.
Really
you know he won 2 Mr. Football, so. But no, they'll always be up there at the top, just because Philip Hayward is the coach.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, don't count out Belfry. Belfry had one of the worst seasons that they'd ever had under Philip Hayward. I think they only won, 2 or 3 games that whole season.
No, they lost their first 5.
They lost their first 5, that's what it was. And then after starting the season 0-5, he wins the state championship.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot count that out. I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. Which, another good thing that I like that Belfry's doing is they started a recruiting website for their athletes. And it's just like Belfry athletes. Like, it has all their information, highlights, pictures.
And it's for colleges
and it's
to check
for colleges to come on.
That's a great thing to do.
It's a great thing for all their sports.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So moving on, last high school hot take we got for the evening. Gunnar Holbrook, sophomore quarterback. Can he be a top 5 quarterback in the mountains this season?
We put Gunnar in the hot seat.
Can he be top 5?
Listen, I think Gunnar's a phenomenal player. I really do. And he's been putting a lot of work in this offseason from what I've heard, what I've seen, from him going to multiple different camps. Yeah, I mean, Gunnar Holbrook can be a top 5 quarterback. He's got the dedication to be one. And that's what it takes in high school football is heart and soul and dedication. And he's been working his hind end off. I'd love to see him be a top 5 quarterback.
But you say you will?
Yeah, I think he can.
Okay.
Gunnar will for sure be a top 5 quarterback by the end of the season. Gunnar, like Sam said, he has put in work. You know, he has the guys around him to make big plays. He's got an arm on him. He can throw. You know, the biggest thing right now is having time. You got to have time to be a great quarterback. If he can have time, then he's going to be great. If he don't, then he will not. So we got to do our job up front. But for sure, Gunnar, he will move up to that top 5 this season.
Listen, I love Gunnar. Me and Gunnar, I've known Gunnar since he was in the 6th grade. I love his dad. His family's great.
We're kin to him.
Yeah, we're actually kin to him. You know, I think, you know, Gunnar's a hard worker. I think that he has potential to have, such a great season this year.
Yeah.
The top 5 out of the whole mountains, top 5 out of that's a big, it's one of those things that you really can't predict. You have to let the season start going and see who's actually, who can be in that top 5.
Do I think he can be there? Yes. Would I put him there now? No, because I haven't seen it yet.
Right.
I've got to
Well,
see
that's
it.
why it says, can he be?
Yeah, I think he can be, but I don't think he is at this moment.
Right.
So eventually we'll see how this season goes.
Well, he didn't get a chance to prove himself
Yeah, we
yet.
didn't
That's
see
the
him all
problem.
year.
He didn't get to play
Last
all
year he got
Last year he got hurt.
Right.
He was
It's hard
dealing
to
with
put somebody
injuries.
that that's only got a few games under
No,
his
I'm
belt.
not disputing that
Right.
whatsoever. I'm just saying I
That's what it
don't think
sounds
he's
like.
there. I don't think he's there
No.
right now. I think he will be. I
Yes.
think he can be.
Yes.
But as a sophomore and talking all some senior veteran quarterbacks and stuff,
Right.
like you got to see how he plays on the field this season with, like Big E said, the weapons that he's got and the lines that he's got. Like, this is probably going to be one of the better teams LCC's had in a while this season. So we'll just have to see how it plays out. Can he be there? Yes. Is he there right now? No. Okay, guys. When we come back, we're going to go back over Coach Sam's top 10, preseason top 10 for high school football, and then we'll wrap up the show after that. We appreciate you. Be back with you in just a moment.
Don't let just anyone take care of your pharmaceutical needs. Call Jay's Pharmacy in Jenkins, Kentucky. Jay's Pharmacy has been a staple in the Jenkins community for many years, formerly known as Boggs Pharmacy. Jay's Pharmacy is in it for you. They'll make sure your trips to the pharmacy is easy and smooth. They'll fight the insurance companies for you and give you great prices on your medication. Call Jay's Pharmacy today in Jenkins, Kentucky. We look forward to hearing from you. Let the folks at Double Quick help you start your 2022 off right. They've brought back the Bourbon Pecan Coffee for a limited time only. You can also quench your thirst with the great deals on fountain drinks they offer daily. Double Quick is your one-stop shop for everything. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can stop by one of their many storefront locations spread throughout eastern Kentucky. Stop by and let Double Quick make your day better.
This is Bruce Walters from Bruce Walters Kia. By now you know Kia is a great vehicle, and you know they come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. So why?
Welcome back to Coach's Corner, guys. We appreciate you sticking with us. We are now ready for Sammy's preseason top 10. This is for the viewers that wasn't here with watching the show last week. Coach Sam, take us through your top 10
We're going to go through it very
preseason
quick.
football.
Very quick. At number 10, I've got Breathitt County. At number 9, I've got Paintsville. At number 8, I've got Shelby Valley. At number 7, I've got Betsy Lane. At number 6, I've got Letcher County Central. At number 5, I've got Perry County Central. At number 4, I've got Lawrence County. At number 3, I've got Johnson Central. Number 2, Belfry. And number 1, which is your undisputed number 1, Piper Panthers.
Big E thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I still think Sam's going off last season. You got to go off this season, how many seniors you lost and things. I still think with what Perry lost and what we're bringing back, I think you move us ahead of Perry. I think you take Paintsville off the list. I think you take Betsy Lane off the list. You can throw in Martin County. You can slide in Hazard there, what they're bringing in this year, or some other teams that you can throw in there. So that's my thoughts on it.
Coach Mike Oakland, put him at 10.
Yeah. What do you think about that? They got to motivate them boys to get up higher on the rankings.
I don't even know what to think. I really don't.
You trying to make me look bad? Come on, man.
They're definitely above Paintsville and.
Well, I think that. Like I said last week, I think that Letcher's probably a top 5 team and Perry's not. I think Breathitt should move higher, and if there's anybody I'd move off the list, it probably should be Valley.
Really? Because last week you didn't say that.
Paintsville's the worst team.
Oh, wait a second, guys. Wait a second. No. Ethan said Shelby
My bad, I got it switched up. Time out. I said last week Paintsville. That's what I meant to say. I was looking at it. Paintsville. I knew it was one of the two that I said last week shouldn't be on there. Paintsville shouldn't be on there.
Understandable.
Yeah. But with that being said, guys, we appreciate you tuning in to the show. Next week, I don't know who we have on. You'll find out on the poster when we post it later on this week. But next week, we will have our first round of pick'ems, and we will announce what the pick'ems challenge and what the 2 losers will have to do.
Oh, y'all are ready. Y'all are so ready.
Next week, we're also, instead of doing hot takes for pros in college, we have a few games we're going to play next week on here, and we'll also have it'll be very fun. We hope that you tune in, and we'll also have high school hot takes once again. I don't know. I may come up with a game for that too. I don't know yet, so don't hold that to me yet. We may come up and just play games next week instead of doing hot takes. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you next week.